Bye-bye boss rush and good fucking riddance. Maybe that's not fair to say. I've had some good boss rush memories since it started. I actually lost count. I thought this was the 6th one. No, that was the last one. This is number 7, and what seems to be the very last one. Because on the Japanese server, we've never seen this game mode again. So I think they're just done with it. And I'm okay with that. And that's not even to say I hate boss rush. I honestly don't. It's really just because I put too much pressure on things like musical transitions and stuff that doesn't even matter. Stuff that people don't even come here for. So it's really, I make the boss rush videos take way longer than they need to take to make. So I'm over here like, oh, boss rush takes forever. That's just me doing that. It's it does take longer, you know, to play and to, you know, get together, even without all the musical stuff, than your typical event, so there's that. But honestly, I do, it's not like I hate boss rush, but it is, it does kind of lend itself to characters I tend to not pull forward that much, like a lot of trap damage characters, because I don't use much except for Garnet, because her traps just go off. Most characters like that, you have to allow the enemies to take turns, and you know me, that's not my bag. I mean, I can do it, but I'd rather just rush them down. Get in, get out, touch grass, done. That's kind of how I like to do this stuff. It is what it is. But, yeah, we're gonna 0 turns the boss rush because we can. And it's not even hard to do, really. I mean, Machina's a little awkward, only because I haven't played him in forever, and I tend to forget, oh yeah, when you go in separate waves, you have to reapply Spiral's linchpin, which I kept forgetting to do. I would just press the HP attack and be like, why isn't he spinning? Oh right, because I forgot to press the spinny button. That's my bad. But it's okay. I also don't think I even used my Cyan call. I was all excited to use that for free damage and I just forgot to press it. So whoops. Plenty of mistakes were made. Who cares? It's done and over with, and bye-bye boss rush. I am seeing some one-party clears out there, which is kind of cool. I want to say Theologica did one. I already forgot his team. What the hell was his team? Oh no, I remember, never mind. It was Garnet, of course, Ace BT Plus, and Furion with a maxed out Ultima weapon. It looks like investing in Lightning's Ultima weapon paid off. I'm just talking shit, dude. I'm just talking shit. Don't hate me. Anyway, yeah, one party clears are definitely doable here, especially now that Global has Garnet. My God, you know everybody's gonna bring her here. She also, the last wave is to deal Thunder Brave damage. They're basically just begging us to bring. Okay, the last wave is to do Thunder Brave damage, and it's boss rush, so trap damage is OP as fuck. They're begging us to bring Garnet here, as if she isn't OP as fuck everywhere anyway. What were they thinking when they made this character this way? In an era like this, where the enemies have so little health, they don't even have brave reductions, they just get steamrolled by older characters, and they went, you know what? This is the perfect time to give the players the most busted character this game has ever seen. I'm not complaining, I love it, but it does seem like the weirdest timing to give us something this OP. I should probably talk about the orbs, of which I'm gonna try to recall from memory, and this might be wrong. So, okay, please understand, when you watch my videos, it's not like I'm reading boss descriptions and stuff right in front of me. I'm going from memory, and half the time, maybe 70% of the information is correct. I'm kind of just guessing. So, do not think I'm a trusted source of information. I'm not. I'm just an asshole who rambles about stuff that I barely remember. So, take everything I say with a grain of salt. But orbs. Anyway, orbs. So this wave that we just demolished, the orb is for the enemies to take damage via a debuff. I probably worded that horribly, but this team took care of it fine. This wave, you have to inflict 2 debuffs. Look at them, they're just exploding. Garnet, I love you. They're just blowing up. This wave, you have to inflict 2 debuffs in 1 turn. I don't know if we ever even did that. I honestly don't remember. But I wasn't thinking about the orb, it didn't matter. And like I said, the last orb for the Malbros, Thunder Brave damage. That's their attempt to sell Beatrix, but Garnet exists, so sorry, Beatrix. Like, she is the queen of Alexandria after all. You're just the general. She rules over you in that game and in this game. Sorry, is what it is. I even brought a Ferris call specifically for this wave. Never pressed it. It was fine. No need. We're good. And I summon here at one point. Yeah, see, I should be using my Scion call like right now just to get through this. That's what I should be doing. But I did not. I forgot it existed. Interestingly enough, Cloud and Squall are synergy for this boss rush. However, neither one of them got Crystal 90. What the fuck? That's just such a tease. Like, I'm assuming the Start Dash banner is gonna come up soon. Like, you know, after the event debuts, which is weird to do that, but whatever, I suppose. So for people who are gonna come at this later, maybe you'll have an opportunity to bring C90 Cloud or Squall if you're struggling with people, so that's cool. They kind of just give you a bunch of Cloud's weapons when you start the game. So you just kind of issued it. So if you're new, hey, consider Cloud, I guess. Yeah, I just want to use Cloud, damn it. He's my favorite. Like, all I want is Cloud, Garnet, Noctis on a team, all of them with ultimate weapons. That's all I want. Just give me that, please, and I'll be happy. Zac too, by the way, which he's next. Oh my god, Zac is next, and I will be pulling for him. But Klay hates tanks. Shut up, that's not even... Just because I never run tanks in my videos and I talk shit about tanks constantly doesn't mean I hate tanks. Where did you get that idea? You're making too many assumptions. That aside, I love Zac though. Zac is great. Because Zac actually does damage. He's not like a Bosch who just stands there and just gets hit and doesn't add much else. Okay, that's unfair to Bosch. Bosch keeps you very, very safe. Bosch definitely has his uses. I'm gonna remove my bias from what I'm saying, but I find Bosch super boring to play. That's just me. Sorry, Doritos, but just my opinion. He also makes like the funniest sound ever when he gets hit. Even if he barely takes any HP damage, that dude straight up goes, "Ah!" Whenever he gets hit. He sounds like he's dying, even if he gets hit with like 300 HP out of his 30,000. He goes, "Ah!" Like he's fucking... This commentary is terrible, but it's all staying in. Alright. Oh, I tried some big brain shit here and it didn't work. Watch. I'm like, Ifrit will kill you. Yeah. Nope. Fuck. What a waste. Okay then. Throw some water on that fire. And this is the part where we steal Blartanion's music. Well, it's not his music. He just uses game metal all the time. And I'm gonna use it too, because it's good stuff. Speaking of that guy, by the way, Dffoo is what he goes by now. If you're unaware of his channel, go sub. He's great. He does commentary too. Funny guy, very articulate. His should you polls are the best should you polls in the entire Dffoo community. No offense to anybody else, but up your game. His are funny. His are better than yours. Is what it is. Woo, getting violent. He just became a dad last week, so go give him a big congratulations and go sub his channel because he's at like 850. He's almost at 1,000, and he definitely deserves that 1,000. He puts a lot of work in, and he's a great guy. So go sub the guy. Anyway, let's clip these mushroom heads. That's not what you're supposed to say. Too late. What I mentioned before about Machina and Spiral's linchpin, you will see in a second. But looking at this now, I think I could have reapplied it. I think I just screwed up. Because I think Machina, I didn't check, but look at him. He's got a 1-turn buff right in the middle there. I think that's Warp Step, which means he could have just put Spiral's linchpin on with the LD and then spammed Awakenings and we could have stayed at 0. But I didn't do that. I decided, let's just I'm an idiot. Let's just spam 4 Awakenings without reapplying it. And I still have the Scion. I still have the Cyan Call, which would do way more damage than this. Way more. Speaking of Cyan, fucking... For those of you who are on the Facebook groups for some reason, I can't judge because I'm on them too. Fuck, I admin one of them. The Tissue Master, Eric, he told a guy that Cyan had fire enchant. Like, someone's like, hey, I don't have the Ignis Call, what do I do for the orb? And he just goes, Cyan. Don't ever listen to him. Anyway, moving on, new team. This team is very easy to keep it at 0. Very easy. All you gotta do, C65 with Cloud of Darkness, bam. Because she broke, it's still at 0. She can get her burst effect up after we apply this. Just to be a little extra. Oh shit, speaking of modding a Facebook group, I forgot to mute that. Thanks, Meisel. I think that's how you say your name, I don't know. Sorry, I was getting a COVID test, nobody asked. Go away. Shit. This is falling apart. Okay, let's get on track for this orb. Because we lost Garnet, I gave an Ash Call to Meisel! Christ! Anyway, yeah, Ash Call. I can't focus. But this is all you gotta do to take care of the orb. We just gave that Ash Call to Rem. We might as well just get a follow-up. I should have just pressed this twice. But once is enough. Bring Terra in. You guys remember Terra? I love Terra. I miss Terra. She's getting green the second I can. Immediately. Very excited for that. Meisel, I know you're gonna watch this. I'm sorry that I yelled at you because I forgot to mute the chat. And I hope you don't have COVID, bro. That would be a real drag. So yeah, I'll pray for you. What am I talking about? Okay. This is why I do rush down stuff for the videos. And this is why I like to keep the video short. Because I just go off the rails if I have to talk for too long. But boss rush takes forever, so this is what you get. This is what we get. Okay. Oh, Sid Rain's Call. I haven't used you in a while either. Sid Rain's Call is still OP, as the kids like to say. I don't think the kids say OP. I think that aged 20-something to 35-ish, whatever, people who play Final Fantasy say it. Whatever. Terra Burst. This brings back memories. This brings back core memories. That was not a reference to that movie Inside Out. It was a reference to the character Core, because I ran Terra and Core a lot together. Everybody kept telling me I was the Terra Yang guy. No, I was a Terra Core Cloud of Darkness guy. Way more than I was a Terra Yang guy. Which is worse, depending on who you ask. Oh, one really important issue that I wanted to bring up. That I'm sorry I waited this long to discuss this, because this actually is something that I think concerns the Dffoo community. How hyped are you guys that they finally decided, we've all been waiting, they finally decided to take 4-star armors out of the pull options and put them behind a gem paywall. I was hoping they would do that. I'm so thrilled that they took away all the shitty armors and replaced them with shitty weapons, meanwhile leaving all of the stuff that we would normally pull for at the exact same rates. What a big change. That's Square for you. Taking care of the issues that really matter. Meanwhile, the gem cap still fucking exists, but hey, at least we don't have to deal with these 4-star armors. Unless you really want them, you can give them gems. Woo! I have missed Cloud of Darkness so much. She was my favorite green for a very long time. Very good investment. And that's an FR I might really go for. I say that now, but who knows? I don't really know what my plans are for that era. I haven't really been thinking about it. All I know is I'm saving Power Stones at this point. That's all I know. But that's a topic for another day, because we can auto plus our way to victory now. And that is that. Goodbye, Boss Rush. It's been fun. I was gonna go down memory lane and talk about Boss Rush more as a whole, but that didn't happen. I kind of just talked about other random bullshit. So, I'll leave it to you guys. Do you guys have good Boss Rush memories from 1 through 7 that I want to hear about? But hey, hope you enjoyed. Until next time, thanks for watching.